Okay, question 22. I'm given some information about the speeds of some cars, and we are asked to draw a histogram. Now, histograms are all about area. So frequency in histograms is represented by area. So we want our first box to have an area of 15. Now we know that its width is 5. So the width at the bottom here is going to be 5. To give us an area of 15, we're going to need to make the height 3. 3 times by 5 gives us an area of 15. For my second one, I can see that I've got a width again as 5, and this time my area is 25. Well, I need to multiply that by 5 to get my area to be 25. Here I've got a width of 10. What do I need to multiply 10 by to get 36? Well, my height here needs to be 3.6. 10 times 3.6 gives me the area of 36. And finally, the width here is 20. I'm going to need to multiply 20 by 1.2 to give me my area of 24. 1.2 times 2 is 2.4, times 10 gives me 24. So let's label up my histogram. So I'm going to label the frequency density, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is my frequency density. And then it's just a case of drawing on my boxes. So the first one was a width of 5 and a height of 3. The second one was a width of 5 and a height of 5. The next one was a width of 10 and a height of 3.6. And the last one was a width of 20 and a height of 1.2. For part B, I need to work out an estimate, and sorry that's so small, I need to work out an estimate for the number of cars with a speed of more than 85 kilometers. Okay, so let's look at where 85 kilometers is on our histogram. Okay, so 85 kilometers an hour is here. So I'm interested in all of these cars that are in this part of my histogram. Now we know the height, or our frequency density here, is 1.2. From 85 to 100 is 15, so I need to multiply 1.2 by 15 to find out an estimate for the number of cars that are travelling more than 85 kilometers per hour. My favourite way to multiply by 15 is to start off by multiplying by 10. If I multiply this by 10, I get 12. Now I know that half of 10 would give me 5, half of 12 is 6, so to multiply this by 5 would give me 6. Add my two answers together, and I get 18. So I know that 1.2 times by 5 is 18. Just to show you a second method, 1.2 is 1 and 1/5. If I change that into a top-heavy fraction, that becomes 6/5. If I want to do 6/5 times by 15, I end up with 6 times by 15 all over 5. I can then cancel 5 from top and bottom and end up with 6 times by 3. And 6 times by 3 also gives me 18. So two different methods of multiplying decimals there.